Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. It's G from Happiness and Crafting. So today I thought we'd have a lovely little bit of mixed media. Now I have got one of my Arteza canvases here, which is the 8x8, so it's a little board canvas. I've already primed it with some gesso, and I've done a little bit of stenciling here with some relief paint, with relief texture with this little stencil. Now this stencil I just got from AliExpress, just a cheap little stencil from there, but it works perfect. And yesterday I received these beautiful little dies, which are the Tim Holtz Thinlits. Now this is the Wildflowers #1. I ordered this for myself at Christmas, and it only arrived yesterday, so obviously I have to have a little play. So yesterday I punched them out, or I cut them out, and I watercoloured them. So I printed, die cut them out on some watercolour paper, and then I've just popped some watercolour over the top, which I think they came out absolutely gorgeous. Love them. I did a little bit of splattering on them as well. So there's lots of lovely wildflowers in this one. Some of them I just did cut the extra bits off and had a little play with them. Beautiful bits of lavender there as well. Some lovely little daisies. So this is what I thought I wanted to do on this canvas today. Something that quite sort of like minimalistic really, which is very difficult for me to do because I like to sort of like cover the whole canvas in things. So I'm going to try and not do that today. I have got a little bit of book paper as well. I've got a little saying here which says happiness blooms from within, which I'd like to pop on there. And I've got this napkin that I was using before, because it's sort of like, it's the same sort of colours palette as the little flowers that I cut out, die cut and painted. So that's it. So that's what I'm going to be using. So I'm going to start off, I think, by just adding a little bit of the book paper to it. So I'm just going to rip some bits off and just stick a few little bits and pieces on here to start with. It's so difficult. I find it so difficult not to sort of like cover everything. So I want to try and leave a little bit of white space sort of like here to pop the flowers behind, to put the flowers in front, should I say. So I'm going to do that. So what I'm going to do, which is here, so I'm going to just use a little bit of my, this is the matte medium Liquitex one. So I'm running out, so I really do keep saying this, I need to get some more. It's so difficult at the moment with lockdown to have anything sent here because it's so expensive as well, and I can't really go out and buy any because all the shops are closed. So I have to just make do with what I have. So I'm going to just paint that over the top like that. Let's pop another little bit just here, I think. Go. And then the other colours that I've got here, which I forgot to show you, I'm going to use the Distress Oxide sprays. Now I've got Seedless Preserve and Dusty Concord there, which are two beautiful purples. I have Milled Lavender. I have the Tea Dye there, which is a lovely one. This one is old paper. Now I've not used this one, but it looks very green to me. But it's still lovely. And then I've got Tattered Rose and Scattered Straw, which I sort of like pick the colours which sort of like will go with the watercolours that I painted onto the little wildflowers. So that's what I'm going to pop onto there like that. I'm just going to add just a little bit. I might add this on afterwards, I think. So I'm just going to pop a little bit of the colour on. I'm going to start with a little bit of the Tattered Rose on here. So let's just pop a little bit on here like this, just to get a little bit of colour just down here. going to get my water bottle, just give it a little squirt like that, a little bit down this side. And then I'm going to go for this one, which is the old paper. Like I said, it looks very green to me. I'm just going to pop a little bit down the edge, just there, from the top. I do apologise if I stop talking. Trying to concentrate. Oops. Just take a little bit of that water off, I think. Right, let's have a little bit of the milled lavender. So these are lovely, lovely colours. So let's just pop a little bit down here. Just up here. Right, now I'm just going to give it a quick blast with my heat gun. Let me just take that off the paper there. Quick blast. Okay, so I like that. Let me just dab that off. That's still a little bit wet on there. I'm loving those colours. Really, really nice. Now, I think I might go over this with just a little bit of gesso. Now the gesso I used is this big one here, which is just the Galleria, the white gesso primer. So it's just a great big pot. And I don't want that brush. I shall use just a little brush, I think. Just go over this just a little bit. Just blend it in, I think. Perfect. Okay, let's put the lid on. I'm going to quickly dry it. Perfect. Now these are what I'm going to add a little bit more colour, but I just want to see what flowers I'm going to add onto here. So I'm just going to add them. Just loving this lavender, just so pretty. Okay, goes on. Just gorgeous. I think that's just so pretty. What else should we have on here? Another little one of these. Loving this one here. So let's just see. So if I'm going to pop that down. Okay, that's the sort of thing that I would like. Now we need to add a little bit of something up at the top of here, don't we? Let's have a little bit of colour coming down. Let's just add a little bit more green, I think. Going to lift that up. I might actually spray this first and then add just a little bit of the green coming down. Perfect. Also a little bit at the bottom. Doesn't quite look like old paper, this green one. It's got like a bluey colour coming in through there. I'm going to go for this one, which is the Dusty Concord. Now I'm going to go down the side again here. As I've sprayed it, it's sort of like spritzed around here, which I'm quite liking that. Just dab some of that off there. A little bit of the more green on here because it sort of disappeared in the water. A little bit too much water, I think. Just a little bit of this on here. Okay, right, I'm going to just dry that again. Okay, perfect. That's looking nice. A little bit more gesso, I think, just here, just to dull that down just a little bit. Perfect. Lovely. Right, I'm going to add a little bit of tissue paper, I think now. Not tissue paper, the napkins. Just one here. Just in little sort of strips. That one at the bottom. I want to put these on before, after I've used all the ink that I want to use, because I want it to stay this colour, because last time I used it I inked over the top, and it all sort of like obviously distorted all the colour. I just wanted to keep this colour in there. So I'm not going to use any more ink on this, so I'm just going to get a glue stick and just glue these down. Oops. Now. And 2 at the top, just a little bit. I find the glue stick sticks it down really well on here. And put a smaller bit, oops, smaller bit at the top, and this piece. There we go. Perfect. Might actually make that a little bit whiter. I'm going to add a little bit of gesso onto the middle of that. Whoops, a little bit too much. Let's use a clean brush. Lovely. Find it so difficult to keep the white spaces on these. I just want to colour it all in, paint over all of it for some reason. There we go. Just going to dry that a second. Okay, okie dokie, there we go, that's pretty much dry. Now I think I'm going to bring this stencil in and use some of my brown. Now what's this one? This is Vintage Photo. Now I might be wrong here, but let's just give it a go. Let's get my little dauber here. Just want to bring a little bit of brown in. Very juicy ink pad. Just like that. Perfect. A little bit down at the bottom, I think, here. Nice, I like that, and I think I'm going to go round the edge as well with the dauber. That looks nice. Okay, now what I want to do is pop these flowers on. So let's have a look how we can do that. I think I'm just going to actually just randomly stick them down so they just don't flick everywhere. Bits of a lavender. I'm not going to put them all on, just a few of them on there, just so these go on. Right, let's just stick. So I'm going to use a little bit of my the matte medium for this one, a little bit of a, I think it will just stick it down really nicely. Just a little bit on there. Okay. Let's just do the background ones first. I'll pop this one on. Beautiful pink. I love these ones. Oops. A little bit of lavender. What should we have? Should we have this lovely pink one? Just on the top like that. And to stick. There we are. So that's what I'm going to put. I'm not going to put any more than that on. Oops, you don't want to stick. I think that looks really nice, so I might pop just a little bit of this just to hold that on. I think, what shall I use? I think I'll use a bit of the matte medium to stick this down. Not majorly level, but that doesn't matter. Now I've got the words here, which is happiness that blooms from within. So I think I'm gonna just take the individual words like this, like that. I'm going to go around it with the brown. I'm going to keep them white, so they look a little bit sort of like cleaner, if you know what I mean. So let's see how we're doing for time on the video. Not too bad, so let's just see if I can get this done. Okay, so I'm going to just pop it like that, or shall I just pop them along the bottom? No, I like it like this way, I think. Pop that on there. Just like that, and I think that looks really nice. I've got to stop myself doing any more because I wanted it to sort of not be too fussy. Stick that one on. Stick that one on there. Oops. Pop that one in on there. Now I'm liking that, just like that, and I think that looks really, really nice. So I'm going to leave it like that because I don't want it too fussy. But then I might just go round, saying that, just a little bit dark around the edges, just on the outside here, just to finish it off. I think that's really, really nice. Now, saying that, I'm going to just go through. See, I just can't stop. Just do it a little bit. I'm just going to just do just a little bit down here. Little flowers. Like this. This is just my white gel pen on here. Just do some tiny little dots on there just to give it a little bit of texture. This doesn't come out, this will probably dry quite see-through actually. Let's just go down some of these on here. There we go. Okay, I'm not going to do any more. So there we go, guys. That's a nice, fun little mixed media canvas. So I really enjoyed that. So thank you so much for joining me. I hope you're all safe and well. Please take care, and I will see you soon. Bye-bye.